Testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3, testing. Hey everybody, how's it going? It is a Tuesday night. This is Aaron the Custoda, and I'm here working on a work project. And I figured I might as well stream a little bit of it since it's open source. And since it's open source, I can kind of talk about it. Normally, the stuff I work on right now is not open source, and so I cannot talk about it. But for those who don't know me, my name's Aaron. I am a developer advocate, and this is a new video series on React Native. I'm writing a React Native module for Couchbase Lite. And so my goal is to basically, I've got this big old long backlog of things I want to build and get working in a React Native module for both iOS and Android. And so we're gonna start from the beginning, man. So I've got a story here in my backlog to create the module library. I've already went through and set up the repos and stuff. If you're looking for the codes, I'll put a link down in the description of the videos here, but the codes are at CBL-React Native. Will be where all the code lives. We'll start with the basics here, man. We're going to start from a brand new newbie level here and see what happens. So we're going to go in and I've got a console window open here, and we're just going to cut in that I would like to make a new one. CBL React Native module. And this should do, is version 35 seems old. What is the latest version of this? Let's check. Find out what the latest version of this, make sure that this is right, that it's version 35, I think. Okay, so it is 35. Never mind. Alarm's going off. I'll turn those alarms off. We're fine here. We're going to proceed. Say yes. And this should make a directory. I'll have to move all the code probably in. What is the name of your npm package? It's going to be can I type in this box? Doesn't it let me type? Oh, it would be CBL React Native module. Yeah, CBL React Native, I guess is what we'll call it. That's going to be the name of the package if someone's looking for it on NPM. What is the description for your pack? Couchbase Lite for React Native. Sure. Yeah. No, that's wrong. What's the URL I just got? We should put it out here to this URL, but it should be the org URL. That should be the URL. Let's put that in instead. What is the URL for the repository? Well, that is this URL right here. Let's grab that, put that in. And let's see, it is the native module. So Turbo, my understanding is Turbo is still an experimental. I went and looked at the documentation for this quite a bit and read up. I know, how dare I read documentation, but this is still experimental. Caution, still experimental and subject to changes as we iterate. I don't like change. This is something that we would like customers actually use, and changes mean constant change in your apps, and that's not something. So we're going to use our stable. It's legacy architecture, but it's stable. I like the word stable in my life, so we're going to say it's a native module. We'll bridge for native APIs to JavaScript. That seems like it's something that we want to do. And we're going to say Kotlin and Swift. And because I like Kotlin and Swift and I don't really care for the rest, it's going to generate our example app that will, you can kind of technically speaking use to test your module, right? This takes a little while, but we should have something set up here pretty quick. There we are. We can yarn example iOS or yarn example. First of all, let's see what did we get out of here? Yeah, everything got put in the folder, so that's what I expected to happen. And we want that at the root folder, so we'll have to do some trickery here. Let's go into developer and get into our module here. And then, yeah, we want to move all this stuff out to the root folder. And the license and README we don't need because we already have that. Now we should have a package file in here. I think you have to install Yarn Global. I don't normally use I normally don't use Yarn. Let's see, install Yarn. I think you can just npm install Yarn or npm-g. Yeah, right here, global. And let's see here. This project, JSON defines package manager Yarn at 3.160. The global version of Yarn is, see, look at this. We're already running to presence of package manager field indicates projects meant to be used, not to be used as core package to include by default with all Node.js distributions. Oh, excuse me. Start some packages, see what happens here. So far, not going well. We could Google that error while we're waiting to see what happens. What does it say? I cannot upgrade Node version to 20. That is not going to happen. Oh, I can install a certain version of Yarn Global. Let's see what here. All right, let's look at this in VS Code. Boy, I'm opening Vim already. That's going to go poor. Let's see here. So let's take a look at Package Manager. What does it say in here? Let's take a look and see what our Yarn is. Yarn. Oh, let me remove the freaking version. Boy, this is why I already hate JavaScript. Already running already into problems. Not even 10 minutes into this, and yarn dependency problems. Yarn, uninstall dash G yarn yarn. Oh, you son of a beeswax. Um, install yarn. We'll install yarn via brew. So brew comes up with. Oh, let's find yarn versions. npm.js org. Yarn. Why is everybody using freaking yarn? According to npm yarn, this is the latest version. Because it's a different package now. It's called Berry. Yarn Berry. That is why. Installation guide. Core. Okay. Now let's see. Yarn. Well, we're getting further. Examples right there. And you can't get Hello World working. Not great. So let's see here. Let's go back and make sure we followed all the directions. Oh, let's see here. Yes, yarn. Just gotta run yarn by itself first. Yarn. That should do a build. Did not find the script name example. Let's see what it says now here. When the bootstrap is done, you'll see able to start the example app. After doing this, you'll navigate to the next and bootstrap the example project by running yarn. There is an example's right here. It's a directory though. Let me take a look here. It's been about 2 years since I've done one of these. And let's see here if I can see if I can got some notes here. I'm looking off screen to see if I have some remembrance on this. I have in here, look at package JSON, my notes. So according to this, package JSON has a npm run example. There's a package JSON here. Why does it tell me that there's no? Let's check this again. Okay, this can't be right. I could definitely tell you that my old version was a lot different. All right. I think we need to toast this and try this in our directory, see what happens. This is definitely not right at all. So let's go back command line out. Move CBO React Native module to CBO React Native module. Try this again and see what happens. There's something obviously wrong when I move the directory, I think. Let's try this again. CBO React Native module. CBO React Native. Get the GitHub repo again. This is a native module. Swift. I don't know why the GPG is coming up here. That seems weird. Okay, that's working better now. There we go. Much better. I'll have to link the repo to this directory. I might kill the other directory while this is running. Let's see here. And let's see, we want to get the new one. So developer, oh, this is done. So I'm just going to do some trickery real quick here and just move the license file and the README file over. There's license. Replace license. And then where's README? So then we should be able to Apple iOS. There we go. Tooling. Yay, brew install iOS. So it's building using the Xcode command tools here. We should get some code generation, and then we should get a app up and running here. I mean, it's like a hello world, so it shouldn't be that bad for performance-wise. But I'm shocked it's taken this long. That's really abnormal. See if I can make the... I really need to make my graphic at the bottom smaller or move it over to the left so I can get more screen real estate. Because I just feel like I want it to look like that, basically. But then covers up a little bit, but oh cripes, what's going on now? Boy, this is what I remember it being, a lot of tooling. All right, so let's see here. ADB. Not trying to run Android. But I mean, I guess I can fix all these issues. So one, we need JDK 17. So we need to tell Brew to install that. Brew install JDK 17. I think it's just Brew GDK. Open GDK at 17. See if that kills the first one. I have to tell it to bind. I think I need to tell it to unlink. Brew unlink open JDK. Brew link open JDK at 17. And Java version. That's weird. Let's check our. I don't have anything set there, but see what the doctor says now, and I definitely have to go and get the Android SDK. So Android's home. Let's see here. I usually just use Android Studio, but I guess they require the command line tools now. Android home setback less based on Android Studio install. It should just be with Android Studio again. Android, yeah, boy, they this experience has not gotten much better since last time I did it a couple years ago. Let's check the doctor now. I Google this. What's going on here? So, yeah, native doctor doesn't find Android SDK. I mean, I could double check this, but this is pretty stupid to say that I don't have the command line tools installed. Here's my Android Studio. Guess I got some plugins installed, but all right. Edit custom pro, cancel. Where is? Do you have to like open a project now in order to get to the settings? That seems kind of overkill, but okay. Let's see here. So this would be under. Languages and frameworks. Here we go. Wow. I guess Android Studio says I don't have one of these installed. What the hell? How is that? Um. SDK tools, build tools, NDK, command tools, CMake. Very unentertaining, but that's weird that installed new version of Android Studio and I don't have any of the SDKs anymore. Checking to see here. Do I actually have like 2 versions installed? Android Studio. I have a preview installed and then the regular Android Studio. That's what's going on. I bet you I've been using the preview, and the preview probably has the SDK installed on it. Oh well, that explains that. So we'll get NDK installed and stuff, and that should remove that. Trying to think here. All right, let's see here. And then it should be pretty basic. I mean, I don't remember it being this tricky to tell you the truth, though. It was pretty basic back in the old day. You would get your iOS code here. Here's your Android code. Um, you could kill the example app if you want. It's not really needed, right? And then your source, this is what does the source generation, right? And that's pretty much it. The CocoaPods is how you get the libraries for iOS. And then obviously it's using Gradle on Android, and that's done in the Android project. I didn't do this code of conduct file. Let's delete that because they're going to think that's coming from my library. I guess I'll keep those and I'll have to modify them. I'll have to find out what the work ruling of this is. And then contributing. I'll probably have to put some directions in here. Like if somebody tries to build this and like do an NPM, as the doctor and stuff to get React Native set up. So let's see here. This is just YAML. Just looking here to see if there's anything else I care about. Let's go look and see what our Android Studio is doing. Finished. Okay. Okay. It's indexing it. There's a patch 2. Let's quit again. Enter. Oop. See if we get better luck this time. Well, we're assassinating out. We got the JDK Android Studio Home. Still versions found. Required for building installing on your app on Android. Versions found 3034. What the hell version does that require? Do you have to go back to like ridiculously old crap here in Android land? Well, we could just open up the project, I guess, in Android Studio. Let's take a look at that. Enter to exit. Android Studio. When I'm usually building the modules, I'll actually write the Android code in Android Studio and then write the iOS code in Xcode. Hmm. Minimum SDK 31. Holy smokes. 21, I mean. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. And a super old version of Kotlin. 1.7. Boy, these guys are they like to rock the archaic stuff. Frameworks. Oh, we gotta get 21 installed. Android 5. We don't even support that in Couchbase. Maybe we do. Get these two installed and see if that will make it happy. I mean, that should be the right directory. Let me just double check developer modules, Android, because this should be, yeah, because this has just got the code in it. This would have all the greater stuff in it. For frick's sakes. Try running SDK doctor or React doctor again here. See if we get any better luck here. Sorry, I'm moving my microphone a little bit here. Let's see here. So now we have Gradle W is now showing properly, but now it's saying let's see what happens if I tell it to fix it. Like I said, last time I did this, wasn't this, it was terrible, but I don't remember it being this terrible. I remember it being a little bit mad that you had to jump through so many hoops from what I can remember. There was a lot of hoops to jump through. I remember CocoaPods broke like considerably a lot. I've already updated it, dude. I mean, I've got my Android Studio updated, man. So that's BS. I mean, it's literally here. I mean, what do you want me to do here? I can keep selected versions, but I've got 5, I've got 6 installed. SDK tools. Yes, let me look at the SDK tools and see if show package details and see if I can get the build tools for 21. I wonder if that's what it's really pissed off about. Is it wants the build tools for 21. And then let's see here. Grab DK. And let's make sure we have latest. And then it's also got 5s, command line tools. All right. So apply that. Yes. Install more Android crap. And so far, the stream has been Aaron fights tooling to get things to compile. Um, but React Native is ridiculously popular, so um, I get it. But man, and I guess there's somebody out there that still wants Android 5.1 support, or even 5.0. That's a bummer for whoever wants that. So let's see here. Where was I? Android Studio. This is not very entertaining, so I apologize in advance. I really thought we would be writing code by now, but I had forgotten that the last time I did this was a couple years ago, and it was on a different computer. I was using a laptop back then. This is a newer computer, so I should have checked before I started a stream to make sure all my tooling was working, so that I wouldn't just be doing a stream of getting tooling working. But I guess if you're trying to play with React Native and you're trying to build a module, this is all the stuff you're going to run into in Fight. So yeah, if you're going to try to build an Android native app, or React Native, excuse me, app, you're going to have to fight through the things of getting Android Studio installed, getting specific SDKs installed, getting Xcode set up and working with it, getting CocoaPods installed. If you're just using Swift Package Manager, you may have never had to deal with CocoaPods before. Oh boy, I hope that, I mean, if that's you, I'm so sorry because your life will become miserable. CocoaPods is a set of just super frustrating when it doesn't work. When it works, it's great. I mean, obviously, for a long time, there was just nothing else but it. So, I mean, how do you argue about that? But it's not great. Swift Package Manager, really nice. My understanding is that React Native will not be supporting Swift Package Manager because of support for C++. Something to do with that. I read an article on it where they were complaining about certain things that Swift Package Manager didn't bring to the table that they needed. So let's see what's going on here. Clear report. All right, let's go back to the command line tool and see what we get here. Still a little bit peed that it's not compiling. So I have a feeling even with the Android Studio. So now I have everything. I've got all these SDKs installed, but yet it's saying version supported not found. So yeah, okay. Let's see here. React Native Doctor. What version of acquired? Yeah, so here are some docs that they have. Let me get this open over here for Android specifically. Android Studio, build a React Native app requires Tiramisu SDK 13. Platform 33. So let's go back into Android Studio. Settings. I have 33 installed right here. Let's go to tools. We have 33 installed. I'll get 2. I mean, I've got those installed. SDK platform. Settings. SDK platforms 14. Let's find 13. Right here, Tiramisu. I've got the platform. I've got the sources. I've got APIs for ARM. I don't need the Intel version because I'm on a Mac. And I only need ARM. Let's see. Google APIs, Google Play ARM. That's good. I will grab this ext14 even. And I guess this too? I mean, I don't know, React Native, you're getting pretty ridiculous here. Let's see what's going on here. I've got all the Androids here. So download installed Android Studio. Click next. Let's see here. Let's go back here. So they're saying dispel dependencies. Install Node and Watchman. I have both those installed, but make sure that's not the case. Let's see here. See, that's what I thought. And let's go back to the docs here. So I've got both those installed. I've got OpenJDK installed. And system, we recommend JDK 17. I've got OpenJDK installed. So that's not it. The Android development, we got those installed. We did that. We're working on that right now. Getting platform. Huh. I wonder if that's what I also need to do. Unexpected issues are definitely what we're seeing here. Let's see what Android Studio is now saying. It's still installing. I don't. If you previously installed the global React Native CL package, please remove it as may cause unexpected issues. Okay. We can even go out here. Type. We can even run a couple of these commands here. Oop. We'll just double check this and make sure that the docs is working, that it's working like the docs say it should work, before we go back to try to fix our package or because this is a different template than the modules template. Maybe it's a bug in the modules template, I guess. That'd be the next thing I'd have to take a look at. Just reading the docs here. See, do you want to install CocoaPods? So what happens here? See if we can get this working. Yeah, it says it'll take a few minutes. That's the understatement of a year. Install dependencies. I'm just reading some more of the React Native documentation to see if there's anything else that I am missing. Don't think so. So I guess we'll see what happens here after we do this. Let's go look at our Android Studio. We're waiting here. So it says it's done. So I've got every SDK on the planet installed in Android Studio. They can't tell me that it's Android Studio now. Where is our other window? Do we have another window? Or is this it? React Native Doctor keeps telling me that the Android is not running the right version. It tells me all the SDKs are installed, yet it tells me that one that is compatible is not there. When I go to, I think it's wrong because when I go to the docs, which we had open here, where's our other Chrome window at? Can move in here. I guess it's the same doc, isn't it? Oh, right here. Oops, sorry. Set up the development environment here. This is the setup development environment. All right, so they say here, I say I'm on Mac OS, I'm targeting Android. They tell me I need Node, Watchman, and React Native. I've got that. I've got JDK 17 installed. That's working. I mean, Android Studio works. I've compiled apps. Download Android Studio. I've installed all the things. I've installed 13 in particular. That's API 33. And so that's there. That's there. I made sure it's 13. Oh, 13.0.0. Let's oh shit. I think I installed 13.1. Let's double check that. Pardon my French. So I'd be really mad if that's it. I've got extension 5, extension 4, platform 13, SDK tools 33.0.0. It's installed. So they say make sure 33.0.0 is installed under SDK tools. I've got under SDK tools 33.0.0 installed. So that's not it. Cancel out of here, terminate. All right. I've got this set up here. Double check that. Enter. Zoom. Just double check. That's right. It's the same thing. That's the same thing. Platform tools is the same thing. It's already there. I mean, I could rerun this, but I mean, it ain't gonna do me anything because I mean, I think that's all there. Please make sure you use correct SDK path. You can find us in the Android Studio settings dialog. Well, double check that real quick. Why not? Settings, SDK. It's in library, Android SDK. That is right. Quick Android Studio can terminate. Tilde, let's see, home. Yeah, I'll manually put it to here. We'll even take the dot path home works, but okay, let's just do this. No confusion whatsoever now. You can't be confused. It is hard coded. Terminal window, close this out. It still ain't gonna find it. I think there's something broken SDK, this React Native Doctor, because it tells me that I don't have it, but I bet you anything, some kind of bug in that. I mean, this whole thing is pretty buggy. So then they told me uninstall. I installed that, and so I'm knitting the new project. Let's see what our new project is. It's in another tab here. Okay. Could I create an empty Git repository? See debug logs of verbose. So let's go into awesome project. It's saying I have to have an Android emulator already running. I just told to start. This concerns me, the fact that that's not working. And then this should be the device running. This is for hot reload. Let's go to here. So it's happening. I don't see any app installing. Oh, it's still compiling. 33% done. I'm on a Mac Studio right now, by the way. Yeah, it is. Still running. Now, React Native has the advantage, though, that once you're running, hot reload makes it so you don't necessarily have to keep reloading the app, right? I mean, that's what their claim to fame is, right? So it's sure the initial startup sucks, but after that, your dev experience is okay, I guess. It says it started it. I mean, right there, at least it is. I mean, I'm getting a bundler error. But I mean, it's trying to load something. I think the real problem is the port is my guess is the problem now. That because I had it running for iOS. I think the problem is it's going to try to run on my iPhone, my physical device connected iPhone instead of a simulator. Yep. It's trying to boot my iPhone. That ain't going to work. So that's what's going on here with that. Okay, well, that's better known here. I mean, it seems like it's building now. Let's go back to the React Native Yarn documentation real quick here and see what we can do here to see if this was going to work now. So I'm reading the native modules npm package setup. And so you can see here, file this yarn example iOS. I think though the problem is going to be I gotta tell not to use my iPhone. I think I have to go into Xcode. Let me go into Xcode real quick, look at the devices and make sure that I want the SC to be the default device. Beach ball death. Come on, Xcode, you could do it. So here's Xcode. Go to we want to go into devices. Shouldn't be here though. Yeah, there should be an option for devices. Is this changed now? Simulator. That just starts a simulator, but where's my default, my device menu that I used to get? Do I have to open a project to get it? Let me just do this. Open up a project. It's not extensions. Let's take a look. It's not in here. I mean, there literally used to be a thing that was devices, and you would get all your devices. You can say what your or developer tools. You shouldn't need to install. Devices and simulators. This is what I was looking for. Yeah, so this is what I want. I want this to be default. There used to be a checkbox that said make this default. Never. And then what I should be able to do, always run this. That's 16.4. This is 17.2. And then what I should be able to do is make a iPhone 15. What version? Yes, always. And then 15 Pro Max, always. And then an iPad mini. That's 16.4. Where's the 17.2? There it is. Always, and then really big ones. Okay. So now what I should go to is be able to say, and here it should be, see, these should be showing up as my default. I bet you that's what's going on though, is that Xcode or command line utility doesn't know what to do here. So if we go back here, where is the directions for that? Let's go back one. Here, an example iOS. It's kind of interesting that when you do the native development, it doesn't require Yarn, but here over in the modules, it requires Yarn. Let's see here. Getting an error. Xcode exit with error code 65. It's a CocoaPods problem right here. Let's see what this error is about. Oh boy, I Googled this and not happiness. They're saying pod install. Wait, what? I mean, there's a gem file. I literally just built this brand new. I see a pod file here, so React Native module pod install. Yeah, this is garbage. I mean, the default, I mean, this is pretty much just a brand new thing. And it's telling me the pod file's not there. The pod's here. This is where React Native really just bites. Sucks so bad. Boy. How many issues are out there? Great. From 2019. Boy. Is there another way to build this? I think there's another. Let's look at this. I think we have to make a different way of doing the module. Community support. All right, we got yarn installed. Okay, so let's try this module, it looks like, and see if this works better. And we want to get rid of the let's see here. Let's get this party started. I don't want the $ though. Boy, they're docs. So let's see what happens now. I guess we'll try this and then stream for about an hour and still don't have a damn thing working. Trying to think if I have any buddies that have used this in a while. So we're gonna follow directions. Create. So they say create React native module. I'm gonna call it this. Yeah. Wow. Oh. They don't have the example app by default. So there's no way to test it. That's bad. So at least it downloads, it looks like a new version of the template. That's a good thing, right? Check YouTube chat. Hey, what are you doing? React Native is App Doctor name. Hey, Shao. No, Doctor is not the app name. Doctor is the command line tool for checking your React app. Checking the tools to see whether or not React is available or not. Sorry about that. The chat usually only have Twitch only shows up by default. But let's see here. That should have did it. Let's go into. Why did it call it React Native CBL React Native module? React CBL React. Let's see what we have here. So we have a README, a Android example, an index, an iOS, a package. So npm install, we'll install the packages. That's up here, and the docs here. Where is it? Up here. I say do your npm installed. That's there. So then after that, what do we got here for commands? Nothing? So I guess you have to go to an example. Yeah. So that it's so clean that there's literally nothing but that. Let's see here. Yarn. Start. It's saying that we're already running Metro. We do have it running. I need to kill this. No, it's not. Oh. Wait, why is... Terminal quit. I mean, if we actually get something to run, that will be phenomenal. I mean, what a good way to end if something actually does run. I mean, that's... Seems like a miracle at this point. But the simulator at least opened. I don't see the app installed yet. It's got that. It does say it's building. Okay, here we go. So the build process should do all this. So it's still building. I feel like we've gotten further with using this versus the other. Although here it says that you should go into, for extra installations that needs stage of a clean checkout only, cd iOS and pod install, then cd back out, then run yarn. Yeah, we might die actually because of that. We'll see what happens with the build process. It still says it's building, so boy, that is just sitting there doing nothing. Just checking chat and Twitter to see. I gotta get my Streamlabs set up so I can see chat from all the different streaming providers because I only see chat from Twitch right now, and that's not helpful. Yeah, now I'm trying to decide, is this basically because of the fact that um I didn't run this? But yeah, um so much more difficult than native development or .NET development. If you thought that .NET tooling was bad, I mean, this is making you probably double think that, going, wow, this is I mean, .NET back in those days, I mean, good lord, that was amazing. I don't know what's going on here. It is just sitting there, and it has been sitting there for quite a long time. The simulator's running, but I have a feeling it's stuck. Can I even kill it? What do we have here? CD iOS. And there's no pod file in here, so there's no need for that. We had to go back to an example. Why it opens up in both, I don't understand though. That's the one thing I don't understand. Like, why is Metro opening over here? I'm assuming it's Yarn that's running the process, and that's what's causing it to pop up. There we go. And a crash. But it's at least building. So it's saying React Native modules, React Native library, log box IO, close missing asset recipe. So we gotta find, it's according to this, it has something to do with the metro config. All right, well, where's VS Code at? All right, so we can take a look at the metro config and see if we can figure out what's going on here. So it must be coming with an image. So let's see what the app icon is. Set to say it's supposed to have in it. It's called iPhone. And I don't see that image anywhere in there either. So I have a feeling the example app it built is just bad. Let's look at the asset catalog real quick. Thought I remember something about don't ever open workspace. Now I think about it, but I could be wrong on that. So let's take a look here and see what's going on here. There's no app icon. Launch screen just as example. App delegate, that should probably just listen and start React. And there's nothing to this whatsoever. So let's close this out. Go look at the actual code of this app. Then example, we got here. So pretty basic. So here's metro config. Let's see what's going on with that. Excuse me, compared to the article we read. It was saying, oh, that's definitely a lot different than this one. Go here. Oh, maybe it is. Nope. So I see module exports the next line. That's what's going on here. Where is that at? Go to our code here. Cannot find module. Look for that now. So it's so I bet you that package is not even in there because that example from Metro came from a outside resource. So that's probably what's going on here. So let's see if that Metro is asking for that. Let's see. Yep. So we can see here we're saying require that, but I bet your package that JSON doesn't have it in there. That is the issue. Okay, well let's get Metro stopped here. Okay. Let's see here. Where are we? Are we in the what? Okay, well, let's just look for this package. See where it is. What version 130 is the latest. Go back into VS Code, add it by hand to see if it works. Wait, what? This would be This is 130. So how do I get the package installed if am I using VI? I've got Visual Studio Code here. Where's the documentation again? So the module basically it's trying to get a link from the module back, basically, and that's what's killing it right now. They say yarn start, not yarn iOS. Let's try that instead. Nope. Yeah, I know you can't find it. How do I install the freaking packages? Oh, this is the reason why it's open a window because yarn start freezes yarn Android in. So the problem is this link right here is what's causing the issue. So let me just I want to make sure that if I yank this out that I can get it back. Give me a second here. I need to copy this somewhere so I can get it back if I need to. Well, I'm going to need to. There's no doubt about it. This is really stupid. Okay, now I should be able to do a yarn start here. Now, hopefully, the simulator starts. So now it's saying that I didn't build the React Native module that I have, and so that's why it's mad. Because it's the wrong name, because I renamed it. So where is that at? So I gotta fix that. Okay, well, that tells me what's going on there. So much work to get this working. So let's see here, app.js. Let's see, where is it? So it's not there. App.js, there it is. And then we need to make sure that that's what we're exporting out. So, okay. Just checking, there's anything else I can see that's broken here I need to fix. What's this? Oh, that's packet. I'm in the wrong package. Damn it. All right, readme, index, check index, CBL, native module. Perfect. No, that is wrong. Holy crap, did they really screw this up? So the little wizard that they use to add this stuff is terrible. I'm not going to upload the package yet, so that's fine. I don't think I like the idea of this being this old version of React Native, though. React Native npm.js. What's the package version on this? 73.3. Okay, and then React. This should be React at least 17, right? What the hell? Let's React 17. What versions of the 17 tree? Versions. Where was 17? I mean, 18.3 is the latest version, but I could see where somebody would be like, hey, I need to use an older version of React for some weird reason. What was 17's? 17 wasn't out that long either, if I remember. just gonna make it 18. And we're gonna say all right. So CBL React module, CBL React Native module, that's there. Main module, this should just give us boy. This is so bad. Yeah, that template didn't really help me at all. This is actually Apache. See what's going on here. CBL React Native module. It's all Object-C. Let's see if they actually have a Swift file in here. Or did it just do everything with Object-C? It did everything with Object-C. Oh, that is crap. So if I use the built-in one, I don't get it working. And if I use this other less opinionated one, it doesn't work. Boy, well, I think I've streamed enough of this chaos for one night. I think I'm going to call it a night. First night here, I'm going to consider this a defeat in the sense that I don't think this works either, right? POC and trying to get this module up and running, but this is not working at all, right? And so I tried the other version was better because I got to pick Swift and Kotlin, and this one, while I can kind of compile it, all kinds of other errors are happening. So, I'm gonna have to try again and see if there's another way of doing this module. So, we'll try again tomorrow. So, appreciate your time. Take care. See you on the next.